Hello everyone, welcome to my weekly live stream. My name is Christina Werner and we are going to be exploring kind of like foil transfer cards tonight. Picket Studios calls them foilables. That's their kind of whole line that goes with their pink mini Minc machine. I don't have that particular machine, but I have the original Minc mini, which I've had heating up. You might hear it cranking over here on the side. But I have had a love-hate relationship with all types of foiling for years, ever since it sort of hit the paper crafting market, like I think it was like 10 years ago. First on the paper crafting market was the Minc machine, or using a laminator to do your foiling. So there were quite a few of us who got laminating machines or a Minc or whatever. In fact, I used to have the really, really big Minc, and then I realized I never used it. I never broke it out of the box, and I think I sold it. But I have kept the mini one since I use that for cards. A while back, I discovered the Foilables line from Pink and Main. So I've got the foilables from Pink and Main. There's also these ones from Picket Studios. These are like foiling toner cards. And then I've got some from Simon Says Stamp. I think these are ones that might have come in a card kit. I'm not entirely sure. But anyway, the thing that really like struck me was when I saw from Picket Fence, they have these full color toner sheets. And I was like, what? Like my brain was kind of having a moment. I was like, okay, what exactly is this? Picket Fence has a bunch of like toner cards and foiling things. So we're going to play with them. I was intrigued by these full sheets of toner that are colored. I thought that was really interesting. So I did like a little experiment because I was like, will this work how I'm thinking? And it definitely does. I took one of the Pink and Main foilables, which basically what they are is a pre-printed design on kind of like some really, really smooth cardstock. And I thought this was just a really good basic set. They've got ones with polka dots. I think they have some stripes. They had snowflakes for Christmas. I mean, they had lots. And I believe you get 4 designs in each pack as far as the Pink and Main ones go. And so I took one of those designs and I ran it through my mini Minc with some pink, well, what was the color called? Pink Melon Deco Foil from ThermoWeb. Now you have to make sure you use the heat sensitive toner foil. This won't work with your Spellbinders Glimmer Foil. It won't work, unfortunately. But I've got a bunch of this Deco Foil that I've had for ages, since I tried foiling many years ago. So anyway, I did this and I had the leftovers, and then I used the leftovers and I put it on top of that colored cardstock. Now these colors don't look the best, but you can kind of see, you can use the negatives of your designs to put on the full color toner sheets. So this was my trial run and I thought there's got to be some interesting ways to do this. I'm actually going to use one of the Picket Fence sheets. I'm going to use this one because I want to make a landscape card. And unfortunately, both of the designs and the Pink and Main one have the hearts going vertical. So I'm going to take this. In fact, I want to use this one right here because I can kind of go to the side too. You know, like some of the hearts are kind of wonky. I think it works. First, I'm going to foil it in, okay, well, before we get to that, we have to decide. I'm going to use this piece of the Picket Fence printed color toner card. And so I want to pick a color of foil that's going to go well with that. And I decided to just do gold. I thought gold would be interesting. So it's kind of a good staple color. I mean, I could do gold, or I've got this Heidi Swapp one that, what color is this? I don't even know. I think it's just like a silver holographic. Holographic reactive foil. Yeah, just holographic. I think I'm gonna do gold. All right. Get that started and then it should slide right through. The thing you have to remember when it comes to doing laminating with foiling with a laminating machine is that you want to have the pretty foil face up and your project face up. So this is actually gonna go like this as it goes through the Minc. So I'm just getting this ready, making sure foil is covering my entire card design. And then I'll just put that through my mini Minc. I have it on a 4. I had it on a 3 earlier and it seemed to be fine. But I'm just going to go ahead and put it on a 4 just to be safe. I don't know if I really need to or not. This could be why I haven't had tons of success with foiling in the past, because I don't use like precise settings. Who knows? Anyway, so we're going to run this through, and then we're going to use the leftovers on the full sheet of the colored toner. So here's that one with all the hearts, and I'm going to peel this up. Oh, it's gorgeous. Look at that. Looks like I have just a couple little spots that didn't transfer. Could be my foil is old. I don't know. It seemed to work up here, but not down here. Now I have this like leftover foil. So I'm going to put it over top of my colored design, and that's kind of the design we're going to get. Isn't that kind of fun? It's kind of funky. Okay, so I'm going to try to get this lined up right over the top in my little carrier sheet. Okay, so now I'm going to put this through, and we're going to see how it transfers. I kind of want to get maybe some like black foil. I never thought I'd say that, but just because it would look really cool with these color toner sheets. Okay. All right, so then I can just pull this up. How fun is that? Interestingly, it did pull up a little bit of the color right there. I think it was because I had some folds, but not bad. It turned out really good right up there. That's fun. My next test that I thought I would do tonight, and then we're going to make these into cards, is down below. I've got a free PDF download that you can try. I was like, okay, I want like the gold design. I want it on this set of the full toner sheets. This is the Holiday Traditions Fabulous Foil Toner Cardstock from Picket. I wanted to use this, and I wanted it to be a happy birthday card, but I didn't want it to be completely covered in the toner or in the gold or silver or whatever color I use. I wanted it just to be a portion of it. So then I thought, oh, that's easy enough. I'll just print out my design all in black, and then I can use the foil over the top. So we're going to see if it works. And I ran this through my laser printer, and it's not the best printer in the world, so we'll see how this works. So I'll have my happy birthday right there. I'll put that off to the side a little bit. Wishing you a very, oh, yep, that'll work. Put that through. I'm really hoping this works, because if it doesn't, I'm going to have to go, I'm going to have to go print out another sheet. Okay. Okay. I don't know. We'll see if this worked. Oh, I think this one did. Yay. Okay, that looks great. Okay. There are a couple little spots that didn't, like you can kind of see some little specks that didn't work. That's okay. No big deal, because I'm going to like cut this out. Okay. All right. Oh, that's going to look so cool. Okay. Put this down, hoping nothing moves. Okay. Alrighty. Let's, what in the world? Right there. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, do you guys see that? It does leave a little edge. I got the plastic off, but it does leave an edge. So I think it's worth it to keep it intact. Interesting. I do like it though. All right, I'm gonna leave that right there and I'm gonna go print it out one more time because I'm a perfectionist and this is what perfectionists do, right? And that carrier sheet. Oh, ooh, I got a little thing there. I don't think that's gonna be a good impression, but we'll see. Oh yeah, oh, terrible. What is going on? All right, let's try it again. I'm telling you, every time I do foiling, something like this happens. Okay, maybe I'll add a frame though. A frame would be nice. Sorry, I wish I was on camera for y'all to see this. I'm just adding a frame. So we have just a really simple border. Let's try the plastic carrier sheet. Yeah, here we go. This is the one that comes with the mini Minc. All right, let's try it. Let's get this in here just right. Too much heat can make it wrinkle. Oh, okay, it looks like there's a little bit of wrinkling on this one. Not as much, but just a little bit. So we'll see if that's the issue. Let's see how this turned out. Oh, it worked out pretty good. There's just a couple little spots right there on the words and these right here. But like we discovered, I can use my X-Acto knife and kind of take those out. So this little thing, the Spellbinder's little doohickey deal. I'm going to try using this because I think it'll be easier to get these little spots out. Oh, so much easier. Okay, I got that little bit out. There's some little specks right there. Whatever, they aren't as big as the other ones that I was worried about. Okay, got that lined up. Everything's in the carrier. Okay, so let's lift this up. You can take the card out. I'm gonna peel up. I put a little tiny bit of foil right on the edge because it wasn't lined up perfectly, but that's okay. Okay, those little squares that I cut out, they did, like it pulled up a little bit of the color. That's not a big deal to me though. Okay. I'm gonna just trim off that little bit on the edge. And on this side as well. So close, you can hardly even tell. I think I'm gonna take just a little sliver off these other edges so that the frame lines up though. And then I'll just have to trim my card just a tiny bit. Okay, not bad at all. So here's that greeting that I foiled before. I thought I would do a little bit of black ink over the top that, you know, the foil will resist it. Or actually just press the pad into it. Oh, this ink pad is so dry. Never mind. No wonder. I'm like pulling it out of like the depths of my craft room. Ooh, a deep indigo would be very pretty as well. Galaxy from Sinusa Stamp would probably be great. Yeah, right? Okay. All right, and then I'm going to take a paper towel. I'm hoping this works. If not, I've got a couple other foils that I did. Oh, it worked great. Look at that. That's gonna be beautiful. All right, I'm gonna add just a little more ink down here at the bottom because I wanna make sure it's completely covered. Love that. Okay, and I can trim this Okay, nice little strip there. Okay, check where the fold is. And I'm going to put it up here in this top corner because I am going to have to trim the card. It's going to be just slightly smaller than an A2 card. See how that's just how much I trimmed off to get that border just right. I've said this over the years, but I'll say it again. When you're using a craft knife, just do light pressure over and over, and eventually you'll get through all the layers. Just like that. Ta-da! You know, for as much trouble I had trying to get this going at the beginning, it turned out really cute. All right, so there is that card. Now, remember, I did do that heart background before with this one. Remember that one? I thought I'd just do a really quick die cut greeting for it and then call it a day. So I picked out a die set from Concord and 9th, and it's the Everyday Sayings. I thought I would do this hello. That's why I wanted it to be landscape. Oh, I love that so much. That hello is, oh, it's one of my favorites. Okay. Okay, and then I was just thinking, a couple weeks ago, I shared a video with you all where I took die cuts and put like tons of layers of clear embossing powder on it. Wouldn't that look so cool on this? So I'm going to do just that. All right, I'm going to grab another piece of that cardstock that I'm just reusing all the time. And I'm going to put some repositionable adhesive. I'm just going to put a bunch right there. Then I can put my die cut greeting. I'm going to grab some Versamark, and I'm just going to smush the Versamark all over that die cut. Then I'll grab my clear embossing powder. This is actually Icicle from Brutus Monroe. I'll just apply this to that entire die cut. Okay, let that cool for just a minute. Come in with more Versamark, apply more embossing powder. That's starting to look really cool, but I want it to be even more plump and glossy. More Versamark. I found that like 4 layers of embossing powder was perfect. That would be cool too. All right, so that's 3. Again with more Versamark. That looks so cool. All right, so this should pop up pretty easily, but if I know this how it has worked in the past, the edges will be a little jagged. Oh yeah, you can see that. Those edges of the clear embossing are a little jagged. Not to worry, because I'm going to hold it with my tweezers right here. And then, anyway, I'm going to use my heat tool, and I'm going to reheat that, and all of those little jagged edges are going to go away. There you go. All the jagged edges are gone. Okay. Okay. Put that right in the center. So cool. All right, so here is the set of cards for today. I love how these turned out. Totally worth the extra time to make sure that I had a good result with that design. And you can download this. I will have that free PDF design down below. So much fun. Loved these. The colorful toner sheets are from Picket Fence. And I've seen some of these like printed like foil sheets. I've seen them from Pink and Maine. Gina K has some. Simon Says Stamp has some that are actually on transparency sheets. Like their foil transfer cards look like this. So cool. Let's see. There's quite a few different companies that have them. I'll try to link to them all below, just so if you want to try things out. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I will see you guys next time.